Yo, the original bloodline is back, baby. Sammy Uso, fatherless. I know you don't like this, but are you not excited like I'm excited right now, bro?
I'm
The
not
original
excited at
bloodline is
all. I
back.
was I was excited. I was excited when Sami Zayn decided to come outside. You know, when Solo was like, "Where's my fifth member?" and Sammy started walking out. That's when I was
Mhm.
excited. But then, you know, that ending was. People are saying it was predictable, but they got me. They finally got me. I
Listen,
was got. I got.
the end of SmackDown was definitely predictable. I enjoyed the end of SmackDown. I believe we had a really SmackDown was definitely better than Raw. Let me just start there. All right,
Okay, that's
SmackDown was
that's the
definitely
W.
better
But
than Raw.
Raw was also pre-recorded, so
Yeah. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right.
yeah.
You're
So
right. You're right. You're right.
that's definitely
Listen,
something to talk about.
oh my God. And listen, let's just start there. Roman Reigns, there has to be a 5-on-5, the original bloodline, the Timu version or the Wish version of the bloodline
Mhm.
at War Games. But it's 5-on-5. Who the hell is going to be the other person for Solo and who's going to be the other person for Roman? I have no idea.
They did sign those two people from I don't know their names, but one's
Lance
yeah, Lance Inawe. I really don't know the names, and I'm sorry to butcher them,
and
but
Hikuleo
him
or something
and
like that. Hikuleo.
Haku, yeah, and Haku, they're both signed to the WWE, so they're sent to NXT, you know, but I don't know if they're gonna go the route of
Okay.
Solo or they're gonna
Okay.
go the route of, you know, just coming on the scene just like Jacob did. You know what I mean?
My
So
question though, is The Rock behind the Timu version bloodline?
they're not. First of all, put some respect on your quote unquote Timu bloodline because they are not Timu bloodline. They have the
You're right. You're
Ulafala right
right.
now, so they are the bloodline.
I just want people to understand which bloodline I'm talking about. But listen, I love you, Solo. You my
You are my
tribal
tribal
chief.
chief. Wait, but how?
Listen,
Hold
all
on,
day,
you can't be
respect the
doing that
Solo.
and then going on live and going for Roman. I'm just
No, I
calling you
like
out
both of
there.
them. No, I like both of
Who,
them. Both of them. They
both of
both my
them?
tribal chief.
Oh,
Yeah,
my boy is split in the middle right now.
I'm a wishy washer.
Look, I love Jacob Fatu. Like he deserves his flowers. We finally got to hear him do a promo today, which was kind of fire as well. I think personally, Solo has a pretty stacked team, and to add one more person, people are already speculating could be The Rock. It could be Lance. It could be a number of people who they think. I'm tired of the IWC already. Instantly going for the it's gonna be Zilla. It's gonna be Zilla, bro. It's not happening. Zilla's not happening. I'm
Yo,
sorry to
the
let y'all know.
IWC's been on another one, especially with what happened
Oh my god.
this past week with Santi Zap. Yo, free Santi,
Free
okay? That's been
Santi
going
for
around.
real.
Free
Hashtag free
Santi.
Santi.
But
Look,
it's been going crazy. The IWC is on another level, man. And now they think they're experts and they're not even creators. So they don't know what the hell is going on. But everybody know why Santi got taken off of the freaking TikTok, all right? But we don't
let's
really
talk
know,
about that.
guys.
Let's touch up on that a little bit. My speculation, and this is not down talking the Saudi Arabian, the government or anything like that, but I feel like they have their own set of rules and when it comes to stuff, and they kind of like put their their foot down when it came to it. We were reacting to their content, and that's what possibly could have happened. I have no disrespect towards the Saudi Arabian government. It's just the laws is different over there than it is over here. You know what I mean? So they kind of
Yeah, man.
could have stepped in and put their foot down probably. That's my
Hope
speculation.
and hopes that we can get Santi out of TikTok jail for sure.
For
Santi,
real.
we acknowledge you. All
We
right, Santi.
acknowledge you,
We
Santi.
acknowledge you.
All right, but moving
No,
on to what I was saying,
bro.
back to Jacob. I
Back.
think Jacob deserves his flowers, and I think you guys
He
should give it
does.
to him now because my
He
boy is
does.
so underrated, and you guys just do nothing but hate on him, and he is one of the best in the ring right now, and I'm glazing the shit out of him because he deserves it. Jacob has been
Listen,
nothing but fire. You know what I mean?
I agree. To me, bro, when Jacob steps out of the bloodline, the dude is about to have banger matches with a lot of people. I actually seen a match. I think it was in MLW. I can't remember, or maybe it was in New Japan. I don't know. It
Mm.
was in the Indies though. It was Bronson Reed versus Jacob Fatu, and I'm like, yo, can we put them on like WWE TV? Both those guys cook. They're already
For
good as
sure.
individuals. Jacob Fatu and Bronson Reed, bro, that's a match. But Jacob Fatu can have good matches with anybody. The dude is so good, man. Oh my god. Anytime, listen, I already knew he was good since the first day he showed up and he was
Mm.
out here hitting freaking moonsaults. And then the dude, like
The
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 day on the
crazy
skit on the
moonsault too.
mic,
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Jacob,
Finally
I
gets to
acknowledge you,
talk.
Jacob.
Finally got to talk today. Talk to shit to Roman. His promos back in like MLW compared to now are like tame as shit because he speaks like
For
I
sure.
speak when we're not talking on here.
Yeah,
So
yeah, no, I know, I know. I seen
yeah,
that.
that's
I seen
that's
that.
why I love him so much because he sticks to himself and who he is. So you're gonna catch me liking him a lot more because he's unfiltered, and that's just the type of person I like to back. You know what I mean? So
Listen, you know, another person that people are just hating right now, and I do not understand. They have to also give him his flowers. Is Solo. The dude is playing the character to the T right now, bro.
bro, he's doing
Good
good
on the
too.
mic. People thought he wasn't good on the mic. He's showing his mic skills on SmackDown. He did fumble a little bit, for whatever reason, but
Today
you know
I
what? He
saw
was
that.
still
Yeah.
cooking on the mic. Listen, Solo is playing that character to the T, man, and shout out to
He's doing
Solo, man.
perfect.
I think he's doing
He's doing
phenomenal.
his thing. He's doing what he's supposed to do on the mic. And everybody during NXT times, everybody was against him. They were just calling him another ooze, saying that he was just gonna join, the Usos and do all the corny stuff that the Usos do. Back then, now they're not so much on the corny stuff, but back then, be the tag team, trio that Rikishi would love because Rikishi loves glazing his own sons. Pause.
Hey, why not though? When they're your
Why
kids, you gotta
not?
be excited. You
Bro,
gotta be a happy daddy,
the
happy
podcast
daddy.
that I keep watching of Rikishi is either him complaining about why they're not like doing something or why, Solo doesn't have a championship or
Marketing genius.
why they took out Jay from having the IC title. Bro, it's
Marketing
just
genius, bro.
relax.
He's keeping people talking about the Usos and his family. That's why. But listen, another thing people were talking about is how they just slid in the Women's United States Championship.
That
Are
was
you
crazy.
excited or no?
I think they deserve to do a little bit more besides like, hold on. This is exactly what he did. Hey, by the way, women's championship. Like, what the fuck? How do you just do that and not just like give it a whole thing? Even
I don't
NXT
know,
did better
man.
than that. NXT
Low
did
key,
better than that.
they did. But low key, bro, it was such a shocking moment that I actually appreciated it though. Like I was like, yeah, no, this is good. Like I don't know.
I'm gonna
I
have
don't
to
know. For
disagree
me,
with you
I'm
only
excited
because
for
like
it.
they could have done way better. They had more time and they could have cut a little bit of that promo off at the end, for the whole
On
bloodline
SmackDown.
thing, and they could have gave
Yeah.
a little ceremony for all the women to see that they are important. Besides giving the women a match and then putting us on commercial and then coming back from commercial and then putting us on a picture in picture, bro. The women deserve more respect than that, bro. I'm just being
SmackDown
honest.
SmackDown was hella commercials for sure. SmackDown was hella commercials. But I enjoyed SmackDown. If I can give SmackDown a rating, bro, it was definitely like 9 out of 10. They didn't even have a lot of matches, but the
Yeah, but
segments were
the
good.
segments were good. We had Motor City Machine Guns versus Grayson Waller and Austin Theory, which was one of those matches that you watch back and you're just like, what the fuck just happened? What just happened?
Yeah, yeah.
Honestly, I think Motor City Machine Guns definitely have their flowers. Everybody's starting to recognize who they are, etc. But I'm gonna have to talk about Street Profits and what's going on
I
with
was just
them.
about to say that. To me, if you put Street Profits in that match, the only way that I can see them lose is via disqualification. But there's no way you continue to just bury the Street Profits like they're not one of the best tag teams that you actually have on the roster
I think
currently,
it's time
bro.
for them
Like
to
they're
go
good.
heel. I think it's time for them to pull back
I
all this
mean,
wishy-washy happy stuff and go heel because
did
honestly,
you
they're
not
not
see
getting what
Montez
they
Ford?
want in WWE, so they could go the route of Bronson Reed and take what is given to them. You know what I mean? Because
I
Bronson
mean,
Reed,
the way that Montez Ford came out though, he might be heel, bro. That dude was hollering. Like,
yeah, he was ready. He
why
was
was he
yelling.
hollering? I have no idea.
He was
But
ready to
now
go.
Street Profits definitely I would say they're giving a lot of emphasis on the tag team. You got the New Day situation as well. Like you don't know what
Mhm.
direction that's going. And by the way, let's talk about the New Day. While we
Oh,
talk about new direction,
they're definitely breaking up.
I don't know. I don't know. They're gonna have their 10-year anniversary celebration this upcoming Monday Night Raw, bro. Can Big E be returning?
No, I don't think so. Oh
Big
wait, I
E?
didn't even think about it. Yo, Big E could be returning.
It's a 10-year anniversary. Big E may be the one to keep them together.
What if Big E doesn't even come out during this 10-year anniversary? You feel me? What if it's there's no
That's
way
an
they
epic
don't
fail.
have Big E on TV, bro.
Facts.
There's no
He
way.
has to, bro. I think it's Xavier and Kofi going at it, and then the person that brings it all back together has
Is
to be
Big
Big
E.
E.
But do
It
you think
has
that
to
he's
be.
going to be wrestling, or do you think that they can bring him back as a manager? Because honestly, the manager, like the manager way, would be fire. Only because we have, Big E not being able to wrestle to come back as a manager. I don't know why they didn't have him do this entire time. You know what I mean? Paul
Maybe they didn't know
Heyman
if Big
doesn't
E was
wrestle,
actually
and
going
they
to be
could have
able to.
had him there.
Yeah, but they didn't know if Big E was actually going to come back to wrestle. I think that's really what the fact was. However, if Big E comes back to freaking to wrestle, bro, I'm excited, bro. I'm fangirling. I'm about to
You're
scream.
fangirling.
Like, yeah, one of those.
Yo,
Definitely.
let's
I'm
talk about
excited.
something that actually I would love to talk about that I've had on this list that that's right here, right in front of me.
Yeah. You
Let's
just made
talk
the
about.
list. Which one?
You just made the list. Let's talk about Ridge Holland and how he's not getting over in NXT, regardless of whatever's going on. From when the lights turn off when Ridge is in the ring and everybody's still making fun of him for, his mistakes and stuff like that. He is not going over anywhere. They put him with 2 different tag teams, 2 different factions, and he's gone nowhere, bro. I think it's time for them to do something with him. They're putting him in a tag team with
It bothers me though because Ridge Holland is actually really good.
I don't know.
Like, he's good in the ring. He's good on the mic, but he doesn't get the credit, honestly, because of what happened to Big E. And it was not his fault, but people are blaming him for it, and they can't. I mean, come on, bro. We've been at NXT arenas together, and they don't even let that dude talk.
Yeah, they boo him, bro. We don't like him. We don't like him. That's point blank, period. Regardless
don't
of how
get
they
it,
book him,
though.
bro, we are not going to like him, bro. I do not like him at all. There's no
Okay,
way
real quick, though, real quick,
there's no
because I
way.
already know you don't like Ridge Holland, but NXT in Philly, let's just
Hated
get
Ridge
there because we're
Holland.
already in NXT Philly. What do you think about the show, bro? Like, to
That
me,
was
it was
10
also
out of
another good
10.
show.
10 out of 10 show. That was one of the shows that you sit back, relax. You didn't even need to react. Like, you just sit back and vibe and
It was good.
just chill and see what's going on. Just the scenery, everybody screaming what they were screaming. The CW having to,
I mean,
mute a couple things.
my two
Philadelphia fans
mommies
are
starting off the
crazy.
show. My two mommies starting off the show.
Oh my
Miss
god.
Parker, Jada Parker, and Lola Vice. Come on
That
now.
match was heat. She got hit in the head with a brick. That was crazy. But the fans in Philly cannot compare to the fans in Orlando. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry to say it. The fans in
I mean,
Philly,
you're being biased. You're being
the
biased,
fans
bro,
in
because you're in
Philly, I'm
Orlando,
not
bro.
biased. I'm a part of the NXT crowd. I'm being for real. I was
You're
listening.
being biased,
The
bro. I thought it
fans
was a hell
in
of a
Philly,
show and good crowd.
the fans in Philly have nothing on the fans in Orlando. I'm sorry.
Listen, bro. Let's also talk about
We create
Devon
chants
Evans.
and they do nothing but curse.
Devon Evans, though, bro. How the hell this
I'm
dude did a
still on
frog
them.
splash?
Philly, Orlando better. Javon
Yeah,
Evans, that
Devon
boy's bouncy.
Evans from one side to the bro. That
Dude,
man
that was
he was
crazy. Bro,
bouncy,
he
bro.
looked at RVD and was like, "Do I do your thing? Do I do your thing?" Bro jumped. That was crazy. He didn't quite make it, but it was still fire. It was still fire.
I mean, yo, Wesley was on the other side of the
For real.
ring.
That was
I
fire
really
though.
wanted RVD to get in there and do that frog splash. I really thought RVD was
He's
about
too
to
old
get
for
into that
that.
frog
He's too old
splash.
for that. RVD looked
Oh, but
confused as shit. I don't know if you guys go back. RVD looks like he did not know what the fuck he was doing. Bro
it's
had
kind
a
of
little
high.
bit too much to indulge before he went out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He definitely was up there. He was definitely up there.
Definitely up
I
there.
think the NXT show though, honestly, was really good. I think the
10
ladies
out
at
of
the
10.
end of it, man, that 5-on-5, they come on, bro. There's no roster, and it looks like Jordan Grace is really close to signing to NXT because there's no way she's just part of NXT the way she is right now. She's gonna sign with NXT.
You think she's gonna sign with the
Um,
WWE?
Absolutely, bro. She's having too much fun over there. Like, she lost her title. Didn't she just lose her title over in TNA
Did
or something
she?
like that? I
Oh,
don't
she
think she's
didn't
the
have it,
Knockouts
so
champ.
she could have lost it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think she's on the Knockouts. And then I seen a picture where like all the champs and she wasn't on there. But anyway, at 5-on-5, man, WWE NXT is stacked. Their ladies
It's
division
the new
is
girl Zaria,
stacked.
right? That's her name, Zaria, or Am I bugging?
Yeah,
I
Zarya.
really
Yeah,
don't know
yeah,
her name, but
yeah, yeah.
Zarya versus Jordan Grace is gonna be a banger match. The way that they teased it at the end of that match, I'm sorry if I butchered her name, but the way that they teased it at the end was crazy.
Then you got Stephanie and who's the other girl? Stephanie.
I don't know her name.
What's the other person?
I really
Stephanie and
don't
who
know her
else?
name.
Damn, I might have messed it up. But anyway, going up against Lash Legend and Jakaria.
Oh, that was
I
fire.
said it right.
Wait, they were. You're going back to the
I said it right this
last
time.
podcast.
Yeah, I said it right. I mean, you're making fun of me, man. I just want to make sure I got to write this podcast. You know what I'm saying? But damn, why can't I remember that girl's name? It was Stephanie somebody else. However, it was also a good
That's also leading
just
up
to
into
see in the
a
tag
little
match.
tease
The
to
tag
go
match.
up to that.
I didn't
Touching
give
up
Jakari her flowers last time. She had a good promo this past NXT, and she looked badass. I don't know if it was what she had on. I don't know if it was a wet hair. I don't know what it was, but like
she
she
did her
she
thing.
matched the energy. She matched the energy. Yeah,
She
yeah,
did her
yeah. She
thing
matched
for
the energy.
sure, but I'm let's talk about Trick with Bubba Ray Dudley. Wild match. Wild match. Devon coming in at the end. Wild way to just,
Yeah,
have
it
the
was a fun
show
match.
momentum continuing
It was a
because
fun match.
I don't know what match it was afterwards, but that's a perfect way to keep the momentum continuing. Bringing
That was
out, yeah, it wasn't
the
the last match.
what was the main? I was about to say I thought it was the
The
main event, but
women's.
yeah, it wasn't the main event. Never mind. Yeah,
Um,
the women's was the main event.
but just keeping that momentum alive for the whole show. It was a fire way to do it. It was a fire way to do it.
I thought it was good. Yeah, I mean, I felt like could we have used some more people from ECW a part of it? Yeah, but you know what? It was just enough. And I think we also we can't not talk about the intro of NXT, that
That was fire.
ECW NXT collab. I remember when it started, I'm like, yo, I almost called you. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, yo, did you see that intro? It
That
was
was
really good.
fire.
The
I saw
intro
it
was
on
really good.
Twitter. I think a little bit before that, but it was still fire to me. It was still fire to me.
It was good.
And the T-shirts they had over there, the NXFNT, bro, that
Yeah.
shit was fire. That shit was
Listen,
fire.
bro, I really feel that NXT is on another level. People can call it developmental, but they did beat AEW in the ratings war on their night. It was AEW's night, and NXT took them out. Last time that AEW tried to go on a Tuesday, guess what? NXT also took them
Demolished.
out. I think that if they were to go on this, ratings war ratings, whatever you want to call it, that NXT, their division right now is cooking. And I forgot what podcast I was listening to, but they're just saying the storylines are getting better, right? The character building on NXT is getting better. They're trying things that the main roster wouldn't try, and a lot of it is being
But
very successful.
that's because they are the development, the developmental of the
Yeah.
WWE. So they're gonna try all the things to see how it goes over with the fans, etc. Because that Heritage Cup, the most boringest match I've ever witnessed 3 times. Cut that
Yeah.
shit out. I'm sorry, WWE. It's just not
I'm not a
cooking.
fan of the Heritage Cup in general.
I think they gotta let go of the Heritage Cup because honestly, bro, I'm not even trying to be an ass or anything like that. It doesn't feel right. You know what I mean? It
Doesn't.
just doesn't feel right.
And like the whole 3 round thing, yeah, it's not my thing, but it is what it is. I don't see it going anywhere. I don't think it ever going to go to the main roster. I guess they keep the tradition because for wherever it came, I think it came from NXT UK or something like that. That's why they kind of brought it in.
Yeah.
And they've kind of kept that out. But yeah, I agree. It's not my thing. But can we also talk about Wesley though? The way that Wesley almost died.
Oh my God. Wait, who? It was Wesley?
Oh, I'm sorry, Dragon Lee.
It
I
was
know it's
Dragon
something
Lee.
Lee.
Okay. I was like, wait, what are you talking about? Right after that, they went to commercial. I don't even know how they put it. It was a pre-tape shit, and they went to commercial. And I fucking got on live with you, and I was like, yo, bro, did you almost witness a fucking death
Yo,
on the
and I
screen?
think Dragon Lee purposely did that, but Dragon Lee and Chad Gable, first of all, Chad Gable, he's
Still an
so good at
a-hole.
what he does.
Chad
He's
Gable's
so
an
good at what
a-hole.
he
I don't
does.
like him. I don't even like the way that he tried to rip off Rey Mysterio's mask. Rey Mysterio's mask came off. You didn't see that?
Loving it. I
I'm
did.
not
I'm
liking
loving
that.
it. I'm
I'm
listen.
not
I
liking that.
love Chad Gable. He's playing the heel character so well. Who would have ever known that Chad Gable was this good of a heel? Like, let's be honest.
I
No one knew that he was going to be this good of a
didn't,
heel.
but he kind of lost his momentum to me back when the whole Wyatt Six stuff happened because they know how to he's building up that momentum again. because the Wyatt Six killing a whole
Listen,
group like that.
why is six? You're on a subject, so I gotta switch it real quick.
You
Why
good?
is six taking freaking the Miz?
The Miz
That
hostage,
whole that
Curtis
skit
Axel.
I don't know what. Come
What?
on, bro.
What?
I didn't know where the YE6 was gonna go next, and they hit it out the park again. It
These
is a storyline.
vignettes
It is
that they
long term
do.
storytelling.
Yeah, these vignettes that they do, they're going after people that turn their back on people, etc. New Day could be next if this 10-year anniversary thing goes out the way it does. I think
Nah, I don't
singling
think it
out
does.
people instead of going for factions is the way to go with the Wyatt Six. Only because you single people out and you still have that aura on you. Is you're over here kidnapping people and I was like, who's gonna get kidnapped next? You know what I mean? Could be one of those things.
Listen, I've always hated Final Testament, but I'm almost liking their entry into this story. Like carrying
Okay.
Cross on that, yo, he still owes us.
Yeah.
Like Paul took a hit for him. And
Yeah.
if he doesn't come in and what pay us or whatever, I'm breaking his legs. Like
That was crazy.
that's the carrying cross we need.
Wait, but the thing is, I'm not liking what's going on because WWE doesn't have that third hour right now of like all these vignettes and things getting put on the internet afterwards. Like it really takes away the wow
I
factor
love
of it
it.
all. I don't
I
like
mean,
it. I
think about
don't
it,
I don't
bro.
know why.
They're doing it for a reason, bro. It's because it just gets people to now go to their social media and go watch and get
Mm,
more excited about the next show.
got
Right? You're
you.
putting on like, oh crap, I gotta watch what's happening next week. They did it with the freaking who's the
The
tag?
Kevin Owens thing. They did that thing with the Kevin Owens thing. That was
They
crazy.
just did it
Turning
recently
Kevin
though.
Owens heel and expecting people that were there to
That was
record it.
good.
That was
That was
fire.
good. But
But
they just did
I
it just
don't
with the
know.
Judgment Day and who was outside? The Judgment Day
I didn't really see those vignettes. I'm not gonna
War
lie.
Raiders. War Raiders. They did it with the Judgment Day
Our
and War
truth,
Raiders outside.
our truth had a segment
They
where
did it
he
with the R
called
Truth.
Butch.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Butch was like,
Yo,
"Hey Pete,"
I'm loving it.
he was like, "My name's not Butch,
Uh,
bro."
Man, listen, man.
He will
R
always be
Truth is
Butch
such a
to me.
legend, bro.
Trick
I
Williams,
I love me
you
some
a
R Truth,
Butch,
bro.
you
I
a
love R
Butch,
Truth, bro.
you a
But yeah, bro,
Butch,
the WWE's cooking.
you a
WWE's
Butch,
cooking. I don't know because AEW came into play, so they feel like they really got to turn up the heat. Is
you
it
still
Triple
a
H just
Butch.
doing his thing? But I feel like Raw, NXT, and SmackDown were good this week, man. I want to
They
throw a little
ate.
bit of AEW in there.
I did
The
not.
Hurt Syndicate.
I
The
did
Hurt
not.
Syndicate.
Oh, the whole thing
You didn't
going
watch it?
on with Ricochet, right?
I
Did you see
mean,
that?
yeah, Ricochet's kind of been to that story a little bit. I seen that. I seen that. Okay, because you mentioned him. Because you mentioned Ricochet. I was watching the interview that he did with Chris Van Vliet. I like Ricochet,
He did
but
one
I
with
almost
Chris
realized
Van Vliet.
yeah, he just did an interview with Chris
Oh
Van
shit,
Vliet.
I didn't even fucking see that.
But now I realize why WWE didn't give him the mic.
Oh, because he's trash.
He's just not. He's not captivating on the mic. I wanted to watch the interview, and I'm like, ugh. It was kind of hurtful.
he's not a.
So,
He's
I
not a.
love Ricochet. Ricochet, I love you. It's just
It's not that
I don't know.
Ricochet's a boring person. It's just he doesn't have that aura to him, but he could bounce around. Like you feel me? He could bounce around. I
Yeah,
have more
yeah,
cadence
yeah.
than him, and that's not me disrespecting him. It's just the way that either we grew up or things like that. It's just okay to not be good at promos. It's
I think he
okay.
grew up in like Kentucky, like
Yeah,
some
but it's
random ass place
again, it's okay to not be
that
good
no
at
one ever
promos.
thought he would work. But listen, AW, I'm not going to say is not doing well. They have some good storylines with the Hurt Syndicate is one of them. I would like to know where that's going to go. They're obviously targeting a lot of people that they feel they can actually add value
I
to.
I
Then you
can't
have the
touch
whole
AEW. I'm gonna be
say it again.
honest. I can't watch AEW. I could be
I
there in
watch it.
person.
I
Like
do.
I'm going to I think World's End. I'm
Bro,
going to that.
yeah.
But I just can't personally get behind, watching the stories. It's just weird to me. It's more like indie wrestling style stuff where we just get wrestlers in there and it's kind of like some storyline. But that's okay. You feel me? That's
They
fine.
got two storylines right now that are good. Probably the only two storylines there, which is the one with John Moxley, and then
And
they destroy pretty much the whole AW. They
mhm,
just running through AW, and then they have the Hurt Syndicate, right? There's a story there. I think at some point they have to merge like the Hurt Syndicate and John Moxley, because John Moxley, bro, taking out everybody. He doesn't care
mhm.
who it is. then the AEW roster is trying to beat up John Moxley, but John Moxley is still taking them down. The Young Bucks leave, like they don't got a part of it. So I don't know that's a whole storyline because you don't know where it's going to go, and I think they're doing okay there. And then the
It's
Hurt
just really
Syndicate's
weird
another
for me.
story that they're
I
doing, but
can never, and it's no disrespect to them. I just can never, I can never get behind AEW stories. I tried to watch a little bit of it like a couple weeks ago, but it just didn't hit the same that, when it was a couple years ago. It just doesn't hit the same
yeah.
anymore.
I'm trying to be a better, all around
All around
wrestler.
wrestling fan.
Wrestling fan. Yeah, I used to just only watch WWE. I wasn't a WCW person. ECW, I caught a little bit of it. So
Mm.
now that I'm a little older, and then I do what we do, right? Like we're content streamers. I try to make sure I can have a little bit of everything. But I feel like TNA is something that I probably don't watch. You know what I
but
mean?
Motor City Machine Guns is
AEW,
fire, and they from there.
I watch it here and there. If I miss it, it's okay. NXT, I'm definitely tuning into. And then Raw and SmackDown, obviously, those are your top tier shows. So I feel you on it. I do feel you. I feel AEW sometimes is a hit or miss.
It's kind of crazy because it's the IWC that creates this divide. So it's just the wrestling community in general. We're talking both sides, everything. We're not talking WWE community. We're talking IWC as a whole. They do this thing where it's like you have to be a certain fan of something, or you know what I mean? Like I won't talk shit about AEW. You'll catch me, making slide jokes and shit like that. But you'll never catch me like absolutely demolishing them like that because they still have good wrestlers over there. They're still putting on good shows, good performances. But in my opinion, I cannot sit there and watch it. So,
Yo, I got just one question for you before we wrap this up, though.
What's up?
What's your problem with the IWC, bro?
My problem?
Yeah,
bro,
what's your problem with them?
When it comes to the whole Santi situation, when it comes to Zilla, like every fucking situation, who's a mystery opponent of the next week? Zilla, like what are you guys on, bro? Zilla, like say his name and he appears. They gave you Joe Hendry and y'all want Zilla. Like here's Joe Hendry. No, we want Zilla. Holy shit!
Yeah, everybody's Zilla to them.
I love Zilla, but fuck.
Guys, if you guys want to attack somebody, just make sure you guys go to his channel, all right, and make sure you guys attack him. I didn't say it.
Bro.
It was
I love Zilla. Again, I love Zilla, but the IWC is just, hey, who's Roman Reigns' mystery opponent? Zilla. Who's coming out at Bad Blood? Zilla. On Sunday, who's gonna get revealed as the WWE ID person? Zilla. Like what the?
You know what's crazy is that Zilla is still holding a title at Reality of Wrestling. So it's like
he has
bro,
the HOG championship. He has Reality of Wrestling, and I don't know which one else, but he has 3 championships. Right? He just posted a picture.
Bro, we gotta get Zilla. We gotta get Zilla on this one day, man. Before he gets big time, we definitely gotta.
100%, bro. We are one of the best podcasts out right now, and I can guarantee you that,
bro. I like to say that we are the best.
Oh,
okay?
we are. Sorry, guys, we are the
we
best podcast out right now,
bro. Sorry, Santi and who's Sancho? Sorry, guys, but if you want to put your team against my team any day,
we're cashing in.
You know
we're cashing in.
Let's go. Guys, it has been a pleasure. Another freaking great moment here. Myself, Know Your Wrestling, Fatherless. Make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe. Make sure you guys follow us on our main pages as well. Mr. Know Your Wrestling on TikTok, on all platforms, actually, and Fatherless 407.
And thank you for watching the Thoma podcast, everybody.
Yeah, baby.